Oh, good morning, Ramon. How are you today? Good morning, Team Steam. Hope everyone had a good night last night. Congrats to that Nuggets team. Kind of ran through that one. Never in any danger of losing. Maybe a little bit of danger of not covering the spread at the end. But a good start for the Nuggets. And I tell you, I've never seen so many, turnaround jumpers that just go right in. Swish. Man, that man is good, I tell you. Also had a little bit of rain out in college softball, so looking for even more games here today. So, how are you, Ramon?
I'm Mindy, the Midwest premier sports handicapper. In Denver, roll through Miami, but let's not, count Miami out and their great, coaching staff and players. I'm sure they can get it together. They were on that short turnaround from
Right.
the 7-game series. They were not aggressive enough to compete, going to the free throw line just twice. So Denver had it pretty easy. Yeah, no stopping Jokic. Butler's not going to do it. Talked about Bam. He was great offensively, obviously, big game, but we saw the combination of shooters also for Miami. They talked about those 3-pointers, and they kept firing them up, and they said that what was it with Martin? A combination of two players that had never happened in finals history. 0 for 7, 1 for 17, whatever it was.
Horrible. Not sure if they could play too much worse.
Yeah, not great. So, we'll see. 1-0 now, and they'll get another chance in game number 2. So we'll see then. Lines out. I mean, it's almost the same, and you want to think that Miami could close the gap, Mindy. The line came out, right? And I believe it's 8 or 8.5 again, 8.5 right now.
Okay.
Maybe it opened 9. There's some 9s out there. So the total did drop 5 points after what we saw with the low scoring game. But don't you want to kind of write it up that, the Heat, everything that we kind of said, the quick turnaround, the emotion of the series, going up and playing the rested team in the elevation, you would think the Heat could close the gap. I mean, after all, for all the struggles that they had, you mentioned it, they still almost got the money. I get for 1 minute or so, they were actually within 8. I do believe they're late.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was one of those that they kind of got within 10 at least like 3 or 4 times in, I think, the fourth quarter itself. I mean, they came out on fire second half. I think they went, 11-0 run. Almost should have probably been a 14-0 run. One just kind of rimmed out. Looks like it was going to go in. So, yeah, it was pretty exciting. I thought there for a while that maybe they could get back in it. But every time they tried to get back in, Jokic turned around, fired it, went right in. So, I mean, that guy has ice in his veins. I tell you, what a player.
Yeah, and so they get the 1-0 lead. Let's say hello to everyone and get rolling with the show. We've got a pretty big card. We got 15 baseball games. We've got 4 WNBA games. We might not. There's only, we already talked about the Utah-Washington softball game that was rained out. There's one other game, Alabama and Stanford. Maybe we'll make a pick on it out of the losers bracket there. That's what we used to call it, and you can't,
it is still a losers bracket if you ask me. Elimination bracket, whatever you want.
Bracket, okay, loser. All right. And then Blake there, he's got some plays I'll show you in just a moment. We're not going to cover any college baseball today, but regionals underway. There's too many games to cover, but hopefully there's some in the system. I'm going to have a play for you here.
Do they have them in the system, Ramon?
I did not look, so I'm going to go ahead and give a free play here at the end of the show. And just in case, I want to make sure I get my best plays out there. And just in case they're not in the system today, but I hope they are, I want to bring some winners.
Yeah, right.
Let's say hello to everyone. We got to get the show rolling here. But
hey, there's lines, Ramon. There's lines
on the college baseball.
Yeah, we can make some plays today.
Okay, great. because I've looked at the games and well, there's a lot of them. I didn't look at them as just the ones I was kind of interested in. The ones where the line are close. I'm not going to give out any of those $3 plays in there. Let's say hello to everyone. Curtis got us started here today in the Moneyline Mills, talking about the shooting of the Heat. Really bad shooting.
Really bad.
And Jay's here today. Bionic is here as well. And Ash. RC's here today. Winning Wagers here today. I gave out the Discord's been dead. Gotta be. Hey, you know what Yogi Berra used to say, Mindy? No one goes to the Discord anymore. It's too popular. A free winner right there. Plus $1.35 winner I gave out 6 hours before the match even started, I want to say. So nobody's in the Discord. There, I gave you a $1.35 winner. She won lost the first set, won the second set. Pavlyuchenkova. The match was supposed to be as close as the ladies' names. They have the same first name, Mindy. But Pavlyuchenkova beats Potapova, and they both are named Anastasia. But Pavlyuchenkova beats Potapova. And I've got a plus 135 winner. So hang out in our Discord if you can. Try to bring some winners to you in there. Maybe I could just pop it up here in the chat real quick as we get rolling. All right. But thank you, Alec, in there. All right. Discord, visit us over there. It's getting kind of dead. And I'm trying to bring some winners in there. Londo's here today. Gerardo here today. And Blake, he's ready for college baseball. I'll show you his place. He's going to be our correspondent, I think, here today. And Thomas Lewis here as well. And Luis is here. And oh boy, I'm having a little bit of issue. Okay, there we go. CTG Solo is here talking about the chalk. Here's Latifa. Blake, that might be our college baseball coverage. Thank you, Blake. I'm going to have probably premiums now that I see that Minnie mentioned that. I'll get to work on that. It's a big baseball card tonight. Howard Hogan. Alan Golick is here today. Hello to Alan. Nice, and he's ready for some WNBA action. We'll cover 4 games. Michael Griffin here today. Oh my gosh, hello to Crush.
Yeah, I mean, I only got 5 of 7 totals right. I mean, it was a bad day. I get it.
And Gary. And okay. Nope, Thomas, absolutely free to go over there to the Discord. We'll go to Tony'sPicks.com real quick, take a look at the handicapper leaderboards and see that Ben, another good day for Ben, 3-1 on top of the handicapper leaderboards. Tiffany right there, another winning day for Tiffany. 4-2, Nick Bartini 5-3, Daniel and Joshua won their only plays. Sign up to their obviously their longer term packages. Collins there 3-2, Hollywood Sam, the VIP account, and well, I profited yesterday in there somehow. And for the last week, there you see Ben. I talked about it. He's hot, 25-18. Mindy, you're right there, up 6 units, 600 right. Over the last 7 days. Sean Dinwiddie up there. There's Tiffany. There's our morning Steam account. Did go to. Yeah, you gave me chances, Mindy. I can't complain too much. You gave me some chances at some winners, and I turned them down a little bit. Obviously, I did come out smelling good in the basketball, but you gave me chances in baseball, no doubt about it. I'll try to get them right with you here. Let's start to get into it. All right, and there we are. For the last month, we're still in the profit with Team Steam. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages for the action tonight. All right, let's get rolling. They're there, I promise you, but we want to get rolling. Hello to Kong also today. Fernando Encinas as well. And Steve Fallow. Oh, great to have everyone here. Only 45 in there, and almost half of you have commented. That's very impressive.
Right.
All right, Mindy, we're going to roll with baseball. Let's get it started. with a game in Cincinnati. So we're looking at a double-digit total here. And this one was Corbin Burns and Brandon Williams. What's his name? Williamson. I want to say it's Brandon. I don't even know, but I know about his stats. That's all that matters. Anyways, you got Burns here, starting to turn the corner, maybe starting to get that Corbin Burns back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of high price here on the Brewers, though. I think a little bit for me, especially with the way that the Reds have been playing. Again, they did hang in there tough there for a while versus that Red Sox team last night, but then suddenly here we go. You get in the 8th inning, and suddenly you give up 6 runs here. So for me, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go on the under here in this one. I know it's one of those that Cincinnati does have a little bit of trouble when they're playing against these teams with these winning records. Again, I like how these two pitchers have been playing. Williamson's had a little bit of trouble. His splits not so great, but he just needs to keep guys on the off of the base path. So he needs to work on giving up the walks. That's been his main issue here so far this season. I like Burns, so I'm going to go ahead and go under the total.
All right, fair enough. At a little bit juiced now at 10, but it's better than, there were 9.5s out there early on. And the steam actually has come in a little bit towards the under here in this one. So, that's good market movement for you, like I said, and you're getting the 10 as well. So here's Luis wants to just go Reds money line. How about that? Kong says back Burns. Thank you, Latifa. Smash and like. Fernando on the Brewers. And also he's on the under. And AI is with you here also on the under. Alec likes the Brewers. I'm going to take the Reds on the run line. I'm going to take something nobody else has said yet. So Mindy on the under here. I think at 10, I probably maybe lean to the under, but my first instinct at 9.5 was to go over. Okay. And now at 10, I'm not as comfortable, especially with that steam coming under. Maybe not yet. Maybe probably lay off no premium for me here. Remember, this one starts, everybody, at 5:10 Eastern, 4:10 Mindy, and 2:10 Pacific. A rare start time.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think we've had a 4:10. I thought it was odd when I first saw that come across.
So make note of that. Latifa will take Cincy run line with me. We'll see. Williamson, his numbers aren't great, but they've won with him. And we know Burns has been a disappointment, but he did have definitely a better time of it, I think, of late. So we'll see there. All right. Conley, we'll get to that. Maybe get to sales update there when we get down to that game. All right. All right, Mindy, there we got a couple of plays in that one.
Sounds good.
And solo number 1, no relation. We've already determined that. Likes the over. All right. Now the Athletics, they'll try Fujinami. They'll try throw another pitcher out there and see what sticks going against Cabrera here. So big favorite. Now we know we got the Marlins, not the best offense, but Mindy, this Oakland pitching staff now, I didn't want to jump on it too much, but we're here in June, well over 6. So heading to not only the record for futility and wins, but also the worst ERA in 94 years or something like that as well. So Mr. Fujinami is here to save the day.
He is. I mean, perhaps I think there was a reason why he hasn't been pitching.
Well, Hogan Harris, it could be one of them is going to be an opener. Hogan Harris is definitely slated to be involved here in this one. Probably be the bulk pitcher, and Fujinami, I'm thinking, will be an opener. Is what it feels like to me.
Yeah, it's one of those that the Marlins, it's one of those that they have the second lowest winning percentage when it comes to run line plays here. Cabrera is also 0-4. I don't think that necessarily means that I'm going to go, against the Marlins here today. Even though I think the Oakland's run line has been surprisingly decent. We've talked about it here all along, but I just think that's kind of a momentum here game with the Marlins, with the A's. I think they're going to produce a lot of runs here today. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total.
All right, Mindy says go over here. That's what I've kind of seen so far. This thing's definitely 8.5 over 20. I did see some nines. I'm going to take the Marlins here on the run line, of course. This is about as good as it gets at even money here or so.
Right.
The Lady Juice. I'll take the Marlins on the run line here. Mindy going over. Let's see what the chat has to say here. Will anybody be taking the Athletics? I mean, like I said, Marlins bats aren't the best. We know that. And Luis will be on the run line here. And Alex says, well, Hogan Harris has potential. So Blake will try Oakland here. Marlins money line for AI. Fernando will lay it. Here's Kong with a Nerfy and also Miami first half and Miami run line. Jay Boone goes over an alternate total in this one. And Nerfy for Fernando. Marlins run line for Solo. Crush on the Marlins today. And Gary likes Cabrera here and RC on Miami. And so is Bionic. All right. Mindy on the over. I'm on the run line. Try to move it along here quick today on a Friday. And here's the Cardinals and the Bucks. Flaherty and Contreras. $1.30 here. 9.5 under 15. Cards favored on the road.
Yeah, this again to me looks like a pretty decent matchup here on paper with pitching. Contreras is one that he's really kept guys off of the base paths here, hasn't given up really any home runs. Of course, has a little bit inflated ERA, I think, just because it's kind of the Pirates. Flaherty, he's been pitching pretty well here as of late. I think he's a reliable guy, even though I feel like he's a little bit better than that 3.82 ERA. Tried to be on Flaherty a couple times. It's one of those he doesn't always get those W's with run support. And I think that might be maybe a little bit of the issue here today. I kind of think that we're going to look under here in this one today, Ramon.
Mindy goes with the under here with the Cardinals and the Pirates. Widely reported steam came in on the over in this one. So you see that, 9.5 now. So you are getting a pretty good number, Mindy. I'd say that for sure. Pirates money line for Jay. AI says take Pirates on the run line. Kong likes St. Louis, and so do I. I'll take the Cardinals here in this one. Mindy's on the under here. Luis is on the under as well. Phillies and Nationals. Here's Wheeler. Up and down Wheeler. Going up against Josiah Gray. Big favorite here, 175. Nine.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think a pretty good pitching matchup. Sorry, Ramon, I keep cutting you off there.
Oh no, I just give it 175, 9 under 15.
Wheeler with the 3.68 ERA here on the road. Nationals 3.43 for Josiah Gray here, ERA. Again, I think it's going to be a pretty decent matchup here. I think the Nationals played pretty strong against this Dodgers team. I'm going to go with the Nationals here on the run line today.
All right, Mindy, we got our first play together. I'm going to take the Nationals with you at home against the Phillies. Gray, maybe underrated. I don't know. I mean, we expected too much always from this guy right now. So, but Washington for Luis. Blake's on him as well with the run line. Wheeler's kind of striking me as a home and away kind of guy. So I think that price is just too high. The rent is just too high, too dang high. Nats here, so support for the Nationals here. Looks like, it looks like kind of a consensus. So Brett does like over K prop, and Fernando says over in the game. All right, here's the Rays and the Red Sox. Tyler Glasnow talked about it, Mindy. You know what? I mean, let's just say it as they lost that game. I don't care. He struck out half the Dodgers, so I would think that he's back. Rare loss, doesn't matter. Glasnow was on his game. Looks like he's Glasnow to me. If you could strike out Dodger, well, I don't know what it was, 9-17, 8-17, something like that. So, anyways, Tampa Bay will be favored here on the road. They're up to $1.40 almost now, mostly $1.35, seeing some a little bit higher even. I'll call it $1.40, 9/25. So the total's going up quite a bit as well.
Yeah, it looks like my notes I had that he struck out 8 in his first outing there.
Okay.
The Rays there outscored Boston 26-12 in April in that 4-game sweep. I think it kind of looks that way here again. I mean, Boston, maybe they kind of broke out of their shell a little bit, but they have 7 losses and 9 games. Last night again, I mean, that game was 2-2 going into the 8th. They suddenly got a 6th spot there in the 8th inning for them to get the money and the over. But I mean, other than that, I haven't really seen much out of the Red Sox after I thought that they're going to maybe make a little bit of a run. So I'm going to definitely go ahead and come back here on the Rays today.
Okay, yeah, and that price going up, man. No respect for Boston here in this matchup. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get the same feeling about Glasnow as I did, and maybe Whitlock has only made the 4 starts so far. Worried that Glasnow might be very effective again, but at least the Rays did smash. I'm going to go over in this one, Rays and Red Sox. I'll take the over here. I'm already missing it. I mean, the line continues to go up there. I would imagine it already seeing some 9.5s. I mean, I'm going to take it just a peek here real quick. No, mostly juiced over 9 overs. So get it while you can. I feel like it's going to go a little bit higher. Bionics on the Rays as well. And Fernando lays the run line. Oh, I think we said that. Hello to Nathan.
Yes.
Hello. All right, Mindy on the Rays. I'm on the over here. And next up, the Blue Jays and the Mets will be facing one of their former pitchers for the second straight day there. Bassett goes here for the Blue Jays, and Verlander for the Mets. And, JV, pitching good. They can't give him any run support. And Bassett has been good, and he also seems to lack run support sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like Verlander struggled a little bit here on the mound recently. Gave up, 13 runs in his last 3 starts here. But again, then you get him at home. So I think that's a little bit better than what he's been used to. I mean, again, his ERA at home is slightly down. Again, he's the one that's giving up the 2 home runs, per 9 innings, as well as Bassett. But Bassett has been pitching, I think, a little bit better overall. I kind of think the Blue Jays here may be hitting a little bit of a strides after having their down week last week. I'm going to go back on the Blue Jays here today.
I am too, Mindy. I'm going to agree with you in this one and go with the Blue Jays. It's always worrisome a little bit when you send them on the road again. Here's Jay on the Blue Jays. Bassett over for Brett. Blake, Toronto, first 5. So we got a whole bunch of Blue Jay support in the way there. AI says go over in this one. I might agree with him. It's an attractive pitching matchup, but
yeah, I kind of think over too. I mean, honestly, so.
And Bionic here says Blue Jays run line. Hello to Big Lucci as well today. So we're on the Blue Jays on the road here, a little bit of plus money with Bassett.
All right.
Mariners on the road here. Luis Castillo, he's a road favorite, $1.15, going up against John Gray. The total is 8 under 15. So we're seeing this one dipping to the under on some widely reported steam.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I think this one's tough, right? So you have two good pitchers with these huge ERAs, both almost hitting 5 on their splits. If you take a look at them overall, they're both, sub 3. So you got a little bit of conflict of, data there with how this is going to go. I kind of feel like the Rangers are playing solid ball. Then, you had the Mariners, had been playing well until they matched up here against the Yankees team. For me, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and still go over the total. I like the Rangers with what they've been doing with the bats. Again, these ERAs are inflated. Castillo on the road hasn't really been good. ERA over 5, giving up 3 home runs per 9 innings. I mean, that's not good. When you think of Castillo, that's just kind of unlike him. But I do kind of think that that's maybe where we're headed here again today, a high scorer.
Well, I think one of the other things also about it is the fact that the total 8 under there, and we definitely saw it touch some 8.5. So you're getting a pretty good price here, I would think, in this one. Luis wants the Rangers today. Here's Blake on Texas. Brett's got his K prop for us. Nathan going Texas run line here. And as AI wants to go over with you, Mindy, and Bionic on Rangers run line. It looks like I'm being by myself here. I'm taking the Mariners here on the road. I know the Rangers are going to be a public team, and I'll tell you what, public teams are rolling again this week. It feels like to me. And again, I'm such a anti-public. Maybe that's my problem at this point with my baseball a little bit. Want to be Mr. Contrarian. I want to look like the smartest guy in the room. Not always the best strategy. So, all right. Mindy is on the over, and I'm on the Mariners here. All right, Mindy. Hard to think this won't be a pitcher's duel. Was surprised the steam's kind of come in on the over in this one. And it's pretty solid steam, too, by my experience. So, does look though quite interesting because how is this not a pitcher's duel? It feels like to me, anyways. Ohtani here, and the total was 7.5 for a while. It's back to 7.5 for the most part. 7.5 over 15. The Astros favorite here, $1.25.
Yeah, the Angels really couldn't get anything going yesterday. Again, this was one that it was close here too until it got till those bullpen innings, and we know that that's been the nemesis here for this Angels team here. I think I like the Astros on the money line here today. Again, Ohtani takes, I don't know, the loss in almost all of his outings. I don't know why, right? I mean, geez, these two can put up close to 100 miles an hour, but yet they both have ERAs that are sitting close to 3 here. So I don't know. I think Ohtani, maybe gets forced a little bit early. I think Houston gets this one today.
Yeah, the Angels played a competitive game. But they really were never. It didn't feel like they were going to threaten enough there. I mean, look, you had them on the under. I wanted under yesterday. We just had the short card. I had to save it for a premium. And I said, hey, the Angels got to compete here. And they did for the most part, but don't win the games. And so I think sometimes the Astros, especially on the roll that they're on right now as well, and the Angels can, look at them and say, we're not there. We're just not there yet with this team. The Angels are going to get some support here. Look, Latifa's on them. Fernando's on them. Luis is on them. I gave him a chance yesterday. I'm on Houston with Mindy here today. We have to veto the chat, Mindy, it looks like, for the most part, because they all like the Angels here. And
I said
don't forget,
Dodgers. I don't remember saying Dodgers. Sorry if I said Dodgers.
oh, did
I don't know. Seaman said, Mindy, you said Dodgers. So I
oh,
was like, whoops, maybe I did.
yeah, I wish they were not the LA Angels, but Anaheim, are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed to be in Anaheim? Anaheim's a lovely place.
Right.
Disneyland's there. Hey, if
Yeah,
Florida doesn't want Disneyland, Las Vegas wants a Disneyland.
there
Okay,
you go.
pick up the whole thing and move it like the London Bridge. All right.
Right.
Anyways, so
Uh,
Angels, here's an over here. Here's Tom Brett giving us those K props. Fernando on the over, and Bionic. A lot of Angels support. Mindy AI says it'll be a one-run game though, and it's interesting, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see how many games he's homered or he's pitched, type of thing, or what his average is. I don't know. And Jay Boone says go under with an alternate total. So, all right, Mindy, we're on one here with the Astros. I don't know. It just seems like they're winning every game right now. And don't forget the Astros. You mentioned Valdez here in a pitcher's duel. He got an extra day. One thing didn't mention was the Astros switched pitchers yesterday and still got it done. So,
right. I was like, Framber's pitching 2 days in a row.
right. Okay, Mindy, I'm gonna refresh here. I'm gonna go on Twitter. This one's gonna be tough. I mean, I don't even think it's fair to make a pick at this point. Here's the problem
Okay.
with the White Sox. Clevenger's heading to the injured list. Schultens has been called up. We know we've seen Schultens, but he just threw 65 pitches 2 days ago. I'm not sure what at this point. I'm going to maybe go to the old Twitter machine and see if we have anything for the White Sox, but it does look like just a weird because you got Reese Olson who's making his major league debut here for the Tigers. Mindy, we never pass, but I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to just say, hey, I don't know what we can do here with this one.
Yeah, I mean, I can go ahead and give a play based off of offense here today, right? We don't know who the pitchers are, but we do know that this White Sox team here, they do hit 260 at home, right? And we know that their opponents, the Tigers, hit 220 on the road. So I'm just going to go basically based off of these hitters. With pitching up in the air here today, my lean here is going to be to the White Sox.
All right. Mindy, take the White Sox here. Pitcher unknown. Like I said, Clevenger definitely headed to the stable. So I've got a rookie against a makeshift pitching. I'll just go over in this one. Chat, not going to require anything of you guys. Maybe you guys will throw something up there. And Tigers money line for Fernando. At least they have a pitcher type of thing, I guess. And there's another Fernando White Sox, Luis White Sox, Kong great advice. Yeah, what are we gonna do about that one? That'll be one for the that's my leading candidate for the afternoon show. I would think clean things up there. All right, let's take a look at the Guardians and the Twins here. Another big matchup with these two we saw yesterday. I took the Guardians on the show. The Twins came back to win, and they beat us. We went under, and just got a little bit.
That one suddenly went boom through the roof as well.
Yeah. $1.30 here for Bailey Ober, and the total is now 8.5 under 15. We're seeing it tick down a little bit here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the Guardians here today. I did kind of think they were the better team yesterday. If I kind of, as I watched it, as you look at it, I liked, Bybee on the mound. He had the one bad inning is kind of, how that went. He gave up a couple earned runs there, but Cleveland 11-2 in the last 13 meetings here between those two. 5-1 in their last 6 versus Minnesota here as well. So I'm going to go ahead here and go with go back on the Guardians here today.
I am too. It hurt. That hurt yesterday. Twins get the win. Guardians have these guys' number. I'm going to go with Mindy here with Savali, getting plus $1.10 or so. Try to come back with them here. See what you guys are up to. And Big Lucci, baseball is tricky. You got to go the opposite of what you like. And then I go like, I'm going to say opposite so I can take the team that I want. Okay, here's Latif on Minnesota, Blake on Minnesota.
Bizarro world.
Fernando on the Twins as well. Lots of support for the Twins. We're against the chat here again in another one. Here's Brett with the under. Nathan will go over. Bionic says Savali.
I got a kick out of that.
Stinky.
Savali stinky.
And Fernando wants to go under. Howard on the Twins. Maybe we should listen to our chat, Mindy, here after what happened with the comeback with the Twins yesterday. But let's take the Guardians. Here's LA Miles. Hello. All right, we got another one. We're gonna try the Guardians again. All right, Mickey.
Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Mindy Lyles, Mr. Perfect. He's 0 for 11.
0 for 11? How can it be?
Well, he hasn't lost them all on his record, but you know what I mean. They've lost all 11 starts. They're going up against here's another Chase Anderson. He's starting for the second day in a row as well. No, they went with another pitcher yesterday, so Chase Anderson here today on the mound officially here, I think, here against your buddy. And not to mention, so here's a funny thing. Jordan Lyles, the Royals are 0-11 with Jordan Lyles starting. They're favored tonight.
What? How have the Royals done when they're favored? Not so good. I'm going to go on the Rockies today, Ramon. How can I not? I mean, the Royals have lost 5 of their last 6, but I think they maybe been playing a little bit better than usual, perhaps. They scored 13 runs over their last 4 here. I know the Rockies have struggled. They were in that good one yesterday with Arizona. They really had a chance to get that one and gave it up at the end. I mean, they had a 2-3 run lead going into the 9th, and those guys just couldn't keep anyone off base. Even the last play of the game, I don't know if you saw the walk-off. I mean, that pitch was way high and outside. He just stuck his bat out there and got it done. Kansas City has a terrible bullpen as well. I feel like I got to go Rockies here today.
All right. I want to give them a chance, but if you're saying Rockies and, making fun of Jordan Lyles, 0-11, he's a favorite. Obviously, how can this be? The Rockies are not – well, yeah, they are not very good. They're also in a tough division. They play, maybe that's hurt their record too. So Brett maybe going over here. Jamal, hello. Blake on the over. Steam came in on the over. These two don't, they produce a lot of unders. No doubt, more unders than overs, certainly. Here's Fernando. Can you hear me, Mindy?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So some microphone thing came up on the screen. I'm like, uh-oh. Here's an under. Got Latifa wants Colorado with us. Here's another Rockies from Luis. Jay Boone going over. Jamal on the Rockies. So we got
support on the Rockies. All right, cool.
Getting lots of support for Mickey.
Right.
Colorado bullpen bad. Bionic on the Rockies. And we'll take the Rockies. So we've got some plays today. Let's keep it going here. Hello to Lazzy Love.
Ooh, Lazzy Love.
And here come the Braves. And the Diamondbacks with Morton and Kelly in this one. We've got Morton favored on the road at $1.25. And this total's gone up a little bit. I'm showing 9.5 under 15 now.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's going to be a toughie. I mean, again, like I said, I keep watching the Diamondbacks and they just plug away. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Diamondbacks today here on the run line. I know they're sitting at about minus 150, but I still feel pretty good about the play, and especially like the no quit in them. And I maybe give a little bit of edge here, to Merrill Kelly in this one as well. So that's how I'm going to look here today. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Diamondbacks at home.
All right, Mindy with Diamondbacks with Merrill Kelly plus the 1.5 on that run line. And look, this thing got steamed over. It's back up to 9.5. I'm going under in this one with Morton and Kelly. They should be better than they are, I would think. See what the chat has to say in this one. We've got, let's see here. Fernando on the Diamondbacks. Big Lucci says Lyle's over. I might have been exaggerating. I don't know. I thought he was 11. Who knows? Deep on Arizona. Fernando on the under. And Braves money line for Jamal. And here is Merrill Kelly K-prop over from Brett, bringing the heat with these K-props today. Luis is on the Diamondbacks. And Brett also says he'll take the under with me here. Bionic on the D-backs. Jay Boone says he'll take Braves money line. Yeah, maybe. I think the Diamondbacks, they're kind of, to me, feel like one of the biggest sleepers around right now. And Nathan says you can lose to the A's, you can lose to the Diamondbacks, and Acuna to hit a home run, of course. Man, can we get a prop? How about a home run and a stolen base? Braves under for Curtis. And Lazzy Love going under as well. So I've got some support there on the under. I know they're playing in Arizona. All right, keep it going here as we got three more games here, and the Padres are going to take on the Cubs. Well, Mindy, let's see how much I can complain here. Padres are taking money, though. They're up to $1.65, 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, I did go ahead last night, and I finally remembered that I needed to go ahead and look up the coffee shop for the Musgrove family. So Cafe Adesso is what it is, but I could not find any apparel, so I'll still have to be on the lookout for that. Their Facebook page was no longer in existence because I was going to follow and become a super fan, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, the Padres, what can you say? Still, maybe slumping, I don't know, a little bit, maybe most of May. I don't know what you want to say. And the Cubs just won that 3-game series there over the best team in baseball, perhaps. Tyone hasn't met San Diego in a while. It looks like since 2018 or so. So again, I mean, I think it might be a little bit of a place where maybe the bats come to life a little bit today. I'm going to go over the total with the Padres that I've been wrong on the last 2 days.
I'm going to go over in this one as well.
All right, here we go. We're back after it.
Yeah, after 8 with 8.5. Bionic on the Padres here. Luis will be on the Cubs. Fernando's got an under, it looks like, in this one. I don't know if that's the right game, if that's the game he meant. Jamal, Cubs and under. And Fernando here on the under as well. So, all right. Yeah, Padres, things gotten pretty bad. They have Gary Sanchez now as their catcher. He hit a home run, but
Gary
seems like his best days are still, he's not old, but they've got, Nola can't do anything. They've got a catcher maybe coming on. All right. Mindy, let's take the over here. Cubs and Padres. All right, let's go to the marquee matchup of the night. The Yankees, the Dodgers, the marquee matchup of all time.
Of all time.
Severino and
Are they the
Kershaw.
two biggest payrolls or no?
Oh, I would think they've got to be.
I didn't
Well,
know if you said your
the
Padres
Dodgers, I don't know.
gonna
Maybe
take
the
in the middle.
Dodgers stepped down. Padres are number 3, I think. So,
Okay.
Dodgers here $1.35, and the total is 8 under 15 now. So it's going up a little bit.
Man, I just kind of feel like this Yankees team, I feel like they're just suddenly, the team to beat. They're out there, I feel like, kind of going on all cylinders. They only scored the 1 run there, I think, versus Kirby. But other than that, geez, they've been way over, I think, overperforming here. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Yankees lineup does against Kershaw. But I kind of like him against Kershaw here today. I'm going to take the Yankees in a upset underdog victory here versus the mighty Dodgers at home.
All right. We'll see here. Yankees been on a road trip here. Had a pretty good series up there in Seattle. Now they're going to come down here and take on the Dodgers, the mighty Dodgers. And let's see here. Luis is on the Yankees with you. And Jamal on the Dodgers, but LA Miles on the Yankees. And Brett has pitcher props on both to go over, and Bionic is on the Yankees. I'll take the under in this game. They're going to have a good pitching start. I'll take the under here at 8, and now that's at 8.5. I'll go under, and I think we can have a good start. Yankees have given Severino some support so far, so far so good. Maybe they just need innings from Severino. I mean, it'd be great if he could come back and be a fine pitcher again. No, it's not a washed-up old pitcher, but you just have some concerns. So, all right, Mindy, you're on the Yankees. I'm on the under.
Yes.
All right, we're just about done with baseball. Here it is, final game. Orioles on the road against the Giants here. Dean Kramer, Logan Webb. Logan Webb, $1.50, 8 under 20.
Yeah, it's going to be, to me, if the Giants can hit today. They're the ones that need a little bit of improvement at the plate. They've been doing a decent job, but you still have the Orioles team here that's out hitting them. If we take a look at the overall numbers here, I'm not so sure though how effective this Orioles offense is going to be either here today against Logan Webb. I feel like it might be a better pitching matchup than not. I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here today.
All right, Mindy wants the under in this one, and so do I. Orioles and Giants going under. Kramer and Webb feels pretty good. See what the chat has to say. Orioles have been pretty awesome. They've covered the run line 10 straight games, I believe, right now. Maybe that says a dog. I'm trying to think here. Or maybe it's on the road. That's 10 or 11. 10 in a row on the road. 10 in a row run lines on the road. So take a look here. Orioles for Luis. Jamal on the Orioles. And under first 5 for Fernando. Bionic on the Orioles. Big Lucci reverse run line. Orioles. Thought the Giants had a pretty good series, and they're obviously picking it up as well. This is a good series.
Sure.
Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay, every time I series, I really got to enunciate there on the end, I think. Because all right. Okay.
The W.
Yep, here we go. Let's get into it. Mindy, when you were looking, I want to ask you real quick, personal business here. Everybody can. You were looking at the college baseball in there. Were they just money lines, or were there some totals as well? Do you recall?
No, there was totals and run lines.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised by all that today. We're like, whoa, it's in there. Everything's in there. Because sometimes, it just has money line or whatever. But yeah, today I had
Okay.
it all.
Well, I do want to give some out on the show here, maybe as we get out of here in baseball. So
Okay.
I think I could come up with a few. I mean, I got my handicap. I see the lines. All right, let's get into the WNBA because we've got 4 games tonight, and we're trying to get out of here. So let's take a look first at the Liberty and the Sky. In this one, Mindy, the Liberty. Oh, what? Liberty are a double-digit favorite here. Okay. Look, we know that Liberty is awesome. Okay, hats off to them, but they're favored by 10 here. The total is 161.5.
But the Liberty, though, Ramon, I'm not so sure how well they have played on the road. If I look at their numbers, it's like 13-7-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games here. Sky 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. I think the Sky, they think they've been competitive in their games here so far. So yeah, I'm expecting them to try to play well defensively, and maybe they'll give Brianna Taylor another shiner. That looks nasty, by the way. I'm gonna say that looks like it hurts. That big shiner on her eye. Ooh.
Are you taking the Sky then?
I'm taking the Sky. Yes.
I'm on the Sky here plus the points for sure in this one. I gotta like them plus 10 points here. I would think so far. I mean, they've looked pretty decent for sure. Yeah, they got a couple losses. Here's Ash on the Sky with us. Liberty's been great, but 10 points. Sky is, looks like they're still a pretty good team. Ash also says over. And this one, Steam came in on the over, opened 160.5. Went up to 162.5, though, and now back down. So, all right. Next up, we got the Dallas Wings and the Washington Mystics. The Mystics are favored by 7, and this total's been skyrocketing a bit, open as low as 163.5. Now we're up to 166.
Yeah, I think the Wings are one of the better offensive teams here in the league. If you take a look at them through 4 games, I think they could maybe give the Mystics a little bit of problems here today. Wings 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 in Washington State. I guess it wouldn't be Washington State. In Washington. But anyway, 7-3 in the last 10 meetings. Pick is the Wings here today.
All right, Mindy, you'll take the Wings plus the points. Boy, that total's getting pretty high at 160. Oh, it's 166 now. I better fix it here as I'm thinking about going over this one. Man, that's high now. Whew. All right, I'll try it again. Give me the over. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, so I'll just give it on the show here. I liked it early. It's gotten away from me here. Here's Ash. Here's be our WNBA correspondent here. The Wings and under. So likes the Wings with you, but Ash goes under. All right. And the Aces and the Dream. Well, big favorite here. The Aces on the road again. More double digits. In fact, I'm seeing 11.5 now at a lot of spots. So just more Aces to roll here. Dream have a couple of wins.
Yeah, I still think the Aces are probably going to roll. This is one we talked about. I mean, I think they're ticking maybe a little bit above their, 96-point average, 96.5 per game here. Also winning on average by 24.7 points a game here. I just think they're hot right now. Going to go with the Aces.
All right. Oh man, that's a lot of points. They're looking good. I know that. But I'll go ahead and take them with you. I know the Sharps are going to be on the Aces. That's why it's going up. I mean, we're laying 11.5. I'm going to have to fix it. Well, it's we'll see if we can get 11. I'm going to put 11.5 because I'm seeing it juiced up on 11.5. So I don't think there's any way we could, fairly say 11 now even anymore, and probably going to go to 12. So I don't feel totally comfortable with it. I like the Aces at 10.5 when I saw that. And it's funny. WNBA seems to be closer to the numbers than the.
Well, look at the game last night. It was right on, wasn't it?
Yeah. Aces over here. Nathan will lean Aces. And Big Lucci's got a 2-teamer here. And Ash is ready for the last game. So we'll see what Mindy has to say on the last game when the Sparks take on the Mercury here in Phoenix. And the Mercury, a 3-point favorite, 163.5. Steam came in on the over.
I don't want to go against, Ash here, but the Mercury are at home. This is one that should be maybe the difference maker, coming off one of, I think, their better outings on the season. Sparks 1-4 in the last 5 in Phoenix. Again, you got that Griner-Taurasi matchup here. Might lead the Mercury to victory. I'll probably just take that Mercury team here, probably on the money line today.
Okay, let's do it. I'll take them. Let's take them. I like them. I like them on the spread as well, but we'll take them on the money line here with the Mercury over the Sparks. Feel like a pretty good, tight series with these two teams that maybe, we already know they're kind of rivals a little bit. Big Lucci's got, we mentioned that already. All right, that might be the show. All right, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com where you'll find our premium picks. Those are going to be our best picks every day. Mindy and I are going to enter in a bunch of premiums here in just a few minutes. And appreciate everyone joining us today on the show. I don't know how many we got, but
it was quite a bit. We were well into the 80s. Perfect.
We'll just bring up the premium picks here as our feature here to get out while Mindy puts in the plays to take a look at those screenshots ready for the morning steam. Boy, we agree a lot on WNBA so far on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder what our maybe I could call up the record. But let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look at the packages from the crew today. What's up and available right now? Ben's got a 3-pack of fun picks. I
like fun.
They better fun. It's always good fun to win, Ben. So 3 picks there. Joseph Schultz got a 3-pack of MLB. Tony T's got his Powerhouse Formula for Profit 3-pack on Friday. 3 picks. Daniel Wolosichuk with a triple as well. Vinny DiMichele, he's got a 3-pack. He's also got a 5-pack. Looks like he's going heavy today. So I've got a couple tennis matches coming up. If anybody's interested, already came home today with that big $1.35 winner in the Discord. And right now I do have Fonini against Offner, and Fonini won the first set. So we've got a couple matches here still to come. Musetti and Nori, Muchova and Begu. So you can check those out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Click on the All Cappers tab. Find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page and get signed up. You can find our morning steam picks over there as well. All right, Mindy, great job. Great show. Appreciate it. Mindy's got those picks loaded in there. Let's take a look. All right. Nationals run line. Blue Jays money line. Astros money line. Guardians money line. Rockies money line. Padres over. Orioles under. And whoops, there's Alex. Alex picks are up there too. You took a screenshot of those. Let's get ours in there. WNBA Sky +11. Aces -11. Hey, we don't discriminate. Mercury money line. So all right, there's Alex plays. You can take a screenshot of those as well. And Curtis will do the job here for us today to send us out here with a bunch of fun emojis that I like. All right. Great job, everyone. Thanks a lot. Catch you tomorrow. More morning steam on Saturday. We'll preview the Stanley Cup Game 1 and a bunch of baseball as well. I'll have an MMA package for Saturday as well. So, all right, great job, great show. Get out of here. Appreciate all the support from everyone as well. All right. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.